What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a review on the SH Figuarts Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho, the GOAT himself, well, second to only Hiei, but this is the Spirit Detective nonetheless. As you guys can see right here, we have the window packaging. You get a, product shot of the figure, a bunch of the different accessories it comes with. Again, you get that Yu Yu Hakusho branding. Right here, you get another shot of Yusuke. On the back, you get a look at some of the different accessories it comes with. Very, very cool. And then on the side, you just get, again, Yusuke Urameshi. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, YouTube, and this is how Yusuke looks outside of the packaging. It looks really, really nice. You have his iconic dark tournament outfit. Personally, for me, I think I'm more partial to his, his green school outfit, just because he's had a lot more, iconic adventures, at least for me. Don't get me wrong, the dark tournament arc or season was amazing, but when I think of Yu Yu Hakusho, I think of him fighting the 4C beasts and that his high school or his middle school outfit, or when he fought Toguro for the very first time, things like that. So that's why I have more of an attachment to that iconic green school outfit. But getting into the accessories, he comes with a bunch of different head sculpts, which is really cool. On him right now, you get a pretty standard, stern looking face. You get an angry face, which is really, really cool. Yusuke, if you guys know or are familiar with the anime, he's a very cocky, not really cocky, yeah, he's kind of cocky, but he's a street punk, so he's definitely, he has a lot of anger issues, issues with authority, stuff like that, so he has a temper, Next up, you get another cocky, smirking face, kind of going along with what I was saying about him being, a street punk. He talks a lot of trash, which is, one of his most endearing things. But at the end of the day, he's all about his friends and stuff like that. So here you get a either another screaming face for fighting, or if he's shooting a spirit gun. And then last but not least, you also get this annoyed, angry face, and that's going to be for one of his other accessories, which we'll see in a moment. And of course, Yusuke, we normally see him in this, with his hair like this, but when his hair isn't done, his normal hair is actually pretty laid down. So there you go, you get an alternative hair sculpt, which is really, really cool. For the hands, he comes with 2 fists. He also does come with 2 open, relaxed hands for grabbing, stuff like that. Speaking of grabbing, he actually does come with 2 cupped hands, I guess, to simulate grabbing, or a fighting pose, or to hold his hand when he does the spirit gun. And speaking of spirit gun, I think this might actually work better with his spirit gun, because these are actually put side by side, but you get his right trigger, right index pointing hand for his spirit gun, and then you get his left hand, I guess, to cup when he does his spirit gun, kind of like that. Looks really cool. And then he does also come with a thumbs up hand too, which probably could also imitate him being cocky and smirking. In terms of accessories for his power effects, you do get a glow effect you can port into his finger to simulate him powering up for the spirit gun. And of course, you do get the blast effect for said spirit gun. He also does come with a clip and a stand, which you can use to kind of mount and simulate him shooting it. So that's really cool. I love that they gave this touch. Really, really cool. Last but certainly not least, you do get Pooh. I really think that Pooh is such a surprise accessory, but it definitely fits well with the character. If you guys aren't familiar, I'm going to spoil it. It's not really a big spoiler at all, but basically this is his spirit animal. So during the beginning of the season, he was given a spirit egg to kind of manifest, and if it was evil, then it would eat him, and if not, then it would kind of be a reflection of himself. So going back to that, Pooh played a pretty significant factor when it came to him absorbing the spirit orb. It probably led to the best or most iconic scene in the anime for me personally. And when Yusuke was in the cave and Pooh was trying to, bring him water, and because Pooh's a manifestation of himself, whatever Yusuke feels, Pooh feels too. So, he's definitely under a lot of pain, and, you see a bunch of rocks about to crush Pooh because they were in a cave, and Yusuke, was like, damn, now I gotta, let my inner self down too. So he kind of mustered the strength to save Pooh, and ultimately use the power of the spirit orb, or the spirit wave, I should say. Long story short, so that is really cool that it came with Pooh. So very, very cool. All right, and just getting into the articulation. So Yusuke goes up, down really well, side to side, really, really nicely. For the arms, he goes up with no problem. This is super smooth, like butter smooth. For the arms, he does have that butterfly joint across. He does have a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow. Of course, that's standard SHF wrist articulation. And then for the chest, he does have a torso with a hinge, so he can go forward quite a bit, back even more so. For the legs, he can go out this far. He pretty much does a split. He does do a split. Wow. He does have nice thigh swivel, a double jointed knee. He doesn't have any, he kind of has shin swivel, if you will, like very little, but then he does also have a up down. He does have a toe hinge, and he doesn't want to swivel, but he does have a swivel. So in terms of articulation, this guy is damn near perfect. Like, he hits all the poses that you'd want to in a martial artist. So I'm definitely really surprised, and I'm happy that he comes with such a great range of motion. You know, they definitely did Yusuke justice. So let me get him into a quick pose, and we'll go into my final thoughts. All right, going into my final thoughts, I'm definitely happy, to say the very least. This is such an amazing figure, and you know, for it being such a good deal, I couldn't pass. I was able to get this on Amazon for $46. I randomly looked, and they were having a sale. I checked right before I recorded this video, and he's back up to $64. So, you know, definitely keep an eye out for, you know, Amazon, things like that. I did see this while I was in Japan, but I ended up not getting it. And I'm pleasantly surprised, because this was pretty much the price that they were charging in Japan, if not maybe a little bit cheaper. So definitely keep an eye out. I am now in the look for a Toguro, but you know, I really hope that they continue this line. This is such a great anime, and I would love to see, you know, Kuwabara, Hiei, Kurama, you know, things like that. I feel like they have so many different characters to choose from that it would be stupid for them not to give us any more. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace.